All right, shalom, shalom. I'd like to start off first and foremost by giving all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Ruach HaKodesh. Double honor to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Peace, love, and salutations and blessings to those that are doing this work in truth and in sincerity. This is your brother Nathaniel from the GMS Camp Atlanta, coming back at you through the Spirit with another lesson. And I pray and hope this lesson is edifying. And the title of this lesson is AI is being used to frame Jake, especially the prophets. AI is being used to frame Jake, especially the prophets, okay? I came across this video here, and I'm going to play it in just a moment, where AI is being used to set certain narratives, okay? And you have people getting on social media and saying that they found their images being used for nefarious purposes, okay? So I'm going to start off with a quick precept. This is 2 Corinthians 2:11. And it says, "Least Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices." Okay? So we are not ignorant of Satan's devices. We understand the men of the Lord. We understand that he's going to use deceptive tactics to frame us because we're out here on the highways and the byways chanting down his system, his kingdom. And anytime in times of old, the prophets, when we come out, we tell you what's about to happen to your kingdom and that thing is about to be destroyed, right? So just like in times of old, like in the Roman Empire, well, they slayed the prophets, all right? And this is just the beginning of that, because you have people out there on the streets that are telling you what your judgment is, and your system is falling because of it. So of course we're gonna understand that this devil is going to imagine devices against us because we're destroying his system. Okay, we're chanting his system down. All right, so I got another precept. This is 2 Thessalonians 2:9. I'm going to start at verse 8. And it says, "And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth." That wicked is Esau, Edom. And the spirit of his mouth is the prophets. Okay? "And shall destroy with the brightness of his coming." So we know that the Lord is going to come in those chariots in divine fashion with power and glory. Okay? And it's going to be glorious when he finally shows up. All right? Verse 9, it says, "Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power, signs, and lying wonders." Now this AI is a lying wonder where you can create an image on the screen out of nothing. This computer can generate an image of somebody, and you can make this person look like they're doing all type of crazy stuff, on a video, and the masses are going to see it, and a lot of them are going to believe it. Okay? And that's all it takes. A lot of these false flag events that happen, like the chick on the bus, it leaves sloppy work behind. So, and people can investigate it and find out that shit is not true. But with AI, it becomes that more difficult because, they can make it look real because AI accounts for all of those things that you can't do in the real world, like blood and destruction and things of that nature. And then they can set up scenarios to make it look like this actually happened in real life, but it's really AI. Okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and play this video.
Because this AI, if y'all don't like or share or hype or subscribe, listen. Y'all need to like this video. Out of all videos, I'm gonna ask you, please, let's get this video into the algorithm because our people need to be warned. This new AI is very, very dangerous, y'all. Y'all not gonna believe what they're using this AI for. Watch this. Check this out, y'all.
There has been accounts using my face telling stories that I have never told, sharing news I have never shared. AI is honestly getting out of hand.
I get threats daily on IG. Federal government is involved with something that I didn't do. Did not post that video.
AI is now being used to put a target on black people's backs, putting us in situations we were never in, saying or doing things that we never did.
If your government can steal your content in order to weaponize a falsity, a lie against Americans, in order to get Americans, death threats, that's your government doing that to you. What else could they do?
And it's getting scary.
Share this video, please. I'm begging y'all. Don't click off this video. Watch it straight through. I'm begging you. Let's get this out there because this AI is dangerous, y'all. Check it out.
It's the Department of Homeland Security shared an AI doctored video, making it look like a group of black teens was threatening ICE agents, which was 100% fake. But that didn't stop DHS from sharing the video and threatening those kids on their official X page with the post that got over 37 million views, putting those kids in real danger from a MAGA conservative base that has already shown their bigotry and penchant for violence loud and clear.
Call for a civil war and let us do our thing. Let us go door to door, street by street, and clean this country.
And in a completely separate situation, AI was used to steal the face and identity of a black woman, to create a fake video of her calling a DoorDash driver a liar after she claimed that she was SA'd by a customer. Which is crazy because this black woman never spoke on the situation at all. It's disturbing and dangerous. We are officially in Black Mirror territory, which is something I've been concerned and warning y'all about. Everyone should be terrified by AI at this point.
Come sharking with me, y'all. The Knicks is outside. Ooh, y'all, look at him.
What's up?
You cut off your friend for missing your birthday dinner, but not the man who forgot your birthday?
It's really scary and unsettling because of the implications of what can be done with videos like this, especially in the hands of anyone that has malicious intent against an individual or...
Look how they did the sister. You're not even able to tell the difference if it's a real person or if it's AI. So they could take any of our likeness, any of our images. It's not only videos, it's pictures as well. So that means they could go on your Instagram, take a couple of pictures and put it into their AI system and make you an actual... If y'all don't...
All right. So there's more videos out there that you can find on this, but that was just one that I came across, and like I said, what it shows is that this devil has some wicked devices, that he's going to use, to kick off the persecution of Jake. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the book. This is Isaiah 33:6, and it says, "And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time, and the strength of thy salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure." And that is where we have to be, the fear of the Lord, because that is what's going to protect us in these times. Okay, it's knowing that we fear Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, because this devil is coming down with great wrath, and he's going to use every tactic that he can, okay, to try to discredit and frame the men of the Lord that are out there on the highways and the byways. Okay, he's going to use it to make us look like we're some type of crazy hate group, which he already has us labeled as that. But he's going to put it into fruition, because you ain't got us out here doing no type of crazy shit. I mean, you got Christians doing crazy shit all the time, but you rarely hear, even among the ranks of IUIC, you hear them about, some things that happen within their camps, but never to the point to where it is in these Christian churches, okay? So they need to do something to be able to persecute the men of the Lord and the prophets, okay? So we understand that this man got something up his sleeve, but we fear Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and we lean on the Lord for his protection. All right, this is the book of Psalms 2. And it says, "Why do the heathen rage and imagine a vain thing? The kings of the earth set themselves and take counsel together against the Lord, against his anointed." You see that? So this is all a carefully contrived plan that they have put together to try to frame. Look, you got to remember, everything that they do is so that they can destroy the elect of the Lord. I mean, you may say, well, y'all think y'all that special. Yes. Yes, we're that special. Okay? The men of the Lord are that special because we are the mouthpiece of the Lord, okay? We're the ones that, as I brought out in 2 Corinthians, in 2 Thessalonians, okay? We're the mouthpiece of the Lord. So we're chanting this place down. So of course they have a vested interest in getting us out of their kingdom. They want their thing to go on forever. In their mind, they're thinking that, if they get rid of us, then they're going to get rid of the downfall of their kingdom. And that's not so, okay? The cat has been let out the bag, and their kingdom is going to fall, and it's going to fall hard. Okay. Verse 3, it says, "Let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. He that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh; the Lord shall have them in derision." You see, so the Lord is going to have these devils in derision. This is going to be a part of that standard that the Lord lifts up to protect us from the evil that He's doing. I mean, how the hell you just going to take and frame us, create a video to frame people, to make them look like they're doing stuff in the eyes of the public that they're not doing, just so you can have a pretext to go after them? And then you got these damn white nationalists like that white dude, call for civil war so we can go door to door and clean this place. Bro, y'all need to be cleaned. Y'all are the ones that are destroying everything and doing all this deception and violence and evil, and then calling for more violence. This is crazy, you know? How y'all people project your own wickedness among everybody else, okay? I'm gonna go to Proverbs 6. No, sorry, Proverbs. And it says, these 6 things, this is Proverbs 6:16. These 6 things doeth the Lord hate, and the 7th are abomination unto him: a proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood. Okay, that's these devils. Lying tongue, you lie about, the people that are doing nothing to you, but preaching the word of the Lord. It ain't our fault that this is y'all judgment that's wrapped up in this, but our job is to go out there and preach this thing, right? So you lie on us, and then you want to use your sword to shed our blood, to take us up out of here quickly. You don't think, no, that's why the Lord said he shall have no mercy upon him who had no mercy. Blood shall fall upon you because you didn't hate blood. You loved blood, okay? Verse 18, it says, and the heart that devise wicked imaginations, feet that be swift in running to mischief. You see that? The Lord hate that, okay? This is a wicked imagination to create this AI platform to be able to frame people so that you can get a certain narrative, a certain policy put in place, because that's all this is. All right. Verse 19, a false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among brethren. And that's this devil right here. Now, even though he is our Hebrew Edomite, he is our brother, but he's not our brethren. He's not the one he's not he's not a part of the congregation. He's not an Israelite. He's an Edomite. But nevertheless, this dude is an accuser. He accuses day and night. As the scriptures say, he's the accuser of our brethren that accuses day and night. And he's the one that's doing all the shit that he's accusing us of. You see? So this is a wicked imagination and a false witness that speaketh lies. That's all AI is. And what he's going to do is he's going to put it into physical form, visual form, not physical, but visual form. And, they say perception is reality, right? So when people perceive that this shit is real, hey, that's going to be their reality. And they're going to side with those people that are calling for justice on the people that allegedly committed these atrocities. You see? All right. So I'm going to go to a couple more precepts. Wisdom of Solomon 3:10. And it says, but the ungodly shall be punished according to their own imaginations. You see that? You're going to get punished for this, man. this evil shit that you're doing, trying to frame people with this damn AI technology. Okay? This is a wicked imagination. So I'm going to read that again. But the ungodly shall be punished according to their own imaginations, which have neglected the righteous and forsook the Lord. Okay? So you're going to be punished against for this wicked stuff, man, because you're just adding insult to injury. At this point, you've already done hella wickedness. You've already done all this damn evil all on the earth, and now you're still trying to figure out the way to be more wicked than what you've already been through these falsities. Okay, so I'm just gonna grab one more precept. I'm gonna close out. Okay, and this is gonna be Ephesians 6, because this is our defense against this, man. This is our defense against this, right? It's by putting on the whole armor. Ephesians 6 and 11, it says, put on the whole armor of Yahweh, that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. You see that? This is why it's important to do this work, to live this thing in not only in the sight of brothers, but in your life, in your personal life. Okay? And to believe in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai and have faith in him in these times. Okay? It says, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. And I'm going to read that again in the NIV. It says, for we struggle not against flesh and blood, but the rulers, but against the the rulers, against authorities, against the powers of the dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in heavenly realms. Okay? So verse 13, it says, wherefore take unto you the whole armor of Yahweh, that you may be able to withstand the wiles, that you may be able to withstand the evil day, having having done all to stand. Okay, so you got to put on the whole armor, and you can go into with the whole armor. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna just read it. It says, and stand having your loins girt about with the truth, having on the blessed plate of righteousness, at your feet shod with preparations of the gospel of peace, and above all take on the shield of faith, where you shall be able to quench the fiery darts of the wicked. And that's what this is. This is a fiery dart being shot up at us, you know, by through technology. Okay, this technology that this devil is shooting at us, this is the fiery dart. This fiery dart that he's shooting at us can be very damaging. Okay, a lot of people can lose their freedom and their lives based off of this wickedness that this devil is doing with this AI shit. Okay, it says, and take the helmet of salvation, the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of Yahweh. And here's one of the most important parts: praying always with all prayers and supplication in the Spirit, and watching thereunto with all perseverance and supplications for all the saints. You see that? So that's what it is, man. Make sure you stay prayed up. Make sure you're doing what you're supposed to do in this truth, and believing in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man. Don't be living no double life. You know, on one hand you doing one thing, and on the other hand you're doing another. You know, the Lord ain't gonna, hey, you're gonna get caught up for that, man. You know, the best thing for you to do is just stay 10 toes down in this truth and believe in the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man. You know what I'm saying? And understand that this devil is not going to win, because we ain't ignorant of his devices, and we understand, you know what I'm saying, that all his wicked imaginations are going to fail in the end. So with that, I'm in this off by giving all praise, going honor to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai Bashem Rakar Kodash. Double honors to elders and apostles, great male sons. Until next time, Mike, and I say shalom.